If you're like most people, you're triple long without even realizing it. You're long your job, you're long your house, and you're long your investments. And if any of those crashes, it hurts. But if all three crash at once, that's how people get wiped out. Let me show you what I mean and why it's probably happening to you right now. For those of you that are new here, my name is Mark Anderson, construction worker turned zero DT hedge fund manager. I've sold over $50 million in zero DT premium and traded for over 1,000 consecutive market days. And today's video is something I see way too often. People risking everything because they don't understand how exposed they really are. I want to help you change how you think about risk, diversification, and why most people are set up for failure. Not because they're reckless, but because they're blind to the flaws in what looks like a sound, stable strategy. Let me explain. What is triple long? Let's break this down. Most Americans, especially high income earners, are triple long without realizing it. Here's what I mean. You're long your job, that your income depends on a healthy economy. You're long your house, especially those that live in expensive coastal cities. Your biggest asset tends to be that in the real estate market of your primary residence. You're long your brokerage account. Your retirement sits in a 401k, index fund, tech stocks, and all of it are these three major parts of your life, all leaning in the same exact direction. If the market rips higher, great. But what happens when it doesn't? You're not diversified, you're concentrated just by accident. And this is the key idea. When everything is correlated, you don't have three bets, you have one. The illusion of safety. Since 2008, we've been living in an artificially inflated world. The government's been printing money like crazy. Rates have been near zero. Stocks, real estate, and even crypto just kept going up, up, and up. And people got used to it. That creates a dangerous illusion, a sense that this is normal, but it's not. It's recency bias baked into our portfolios. And when the illusion breaks, like it happened in 2001 and 2008 and in 2020, it wipes people out. Here's the truth. We've had massive drawdowns in recent history. The NASDAQ dropped over 80% after the dot-com bubble burst. The S&P lost over 50% in 2008. We saw a 30% crash in just a few weeks in 2020 during COVID. That's not fear mongering, that's history. So if you're long everything, you're also exposed to everything falling at once. What happens when you retire into a storm? Let's say you're 55, you've done well, solid career, worked hard, real estate equity in your house that's gone up, and retirement accounts built up over time. Awesome. But here's the warning. If you're triple long and close to retirement, you're playing a game you cannot afford to lose. When you're working, you can wait out a market dip. But in retirement, when you don't have income, you have to sell your assets to live. And if that happens during a drawdown, you lock in losses you'll never recover from. You can't wait for the rebound when you're living off your investment income. This is where the math can get really dangerous when you're banking on that. The ergodicity trap. There's a word I want you to know. It's called ergodicity. In simple terms, ergodicity is the difference between the average outcome and your outcome experienced linearly through time. Let me explain. Imagine there's a game. 100 people all pull their capital together when they enter a casino. They'll bet $1,000 and get $2,000 out, except 1 out of 100 people will lose all their money. If they pooled their money together, it works. One person might lose everything, but on average, they're fine. That's a non-ergodic system. But if you had to play this game 100 times, raw, solo, you're guaranteed to go bust. Every time, same odds, same math, completely different outcome, even though it's a good bet on paper. Most people invest as if the markets were ergodic. That's 10% annual average return, what will keep compounding. But in the real world, the path matters. Drawdowns matter. Sequence risk matters. And once you realize that, you start to see that protecting your path is more important than chasing returns. You have to live it based on your actual path, not your average path. So what do you do now? Well, here's the mindset shift I recommend. Don't just ask, what's the upside? Ask, what keeps me safe when things go bad? That might mean holding a little more cash. It might mean choosing not to be fully invested when valuations are stretched. It might mean investing in uncorrelated strategies like private investments, like a fund, or trading some 0DT options. And here's the crazy part. Even cash, earning nothing, can be a massive edge. It means you don't have to liquidate your assets in a downturn. That's what real risk management looks like responsibly. If you're watching this and you're 45, 55, or even 65, you've already done the hard work, built your career, saved, and invested. Don't risk what you have and need, chasing what you don't have and don't need. Get clear on your exposure, get clear on your goals, diversify across not just asset class, but across time, strategy, and volatility regimes. If you want help building a portfolio that actually survives storms, not just bull markets, let's talk. At the end of the day, most people are taught to optimize for growth. It's the American way. But the wealthiest people I know, they optimize for resilience, because it's not just about how much money you make, it's about how much you keep when the world turns sideways. So here's the question I'll leave for you. If everything went down tomorrow, your income, your home value, your stock portfolio, where would you be standing? Build from that place, not from the hype, not from hope, but from reality of what could happen. And if you like this one, I've got a few more videos you'll want to check out next, linked in the description. Let me know in the comments what you are doing to avoid being triple long with your investments. We can help each other out in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next one.